So you finally bought a home. Congratulations, you own it. Or do you? Because even after 30 years of mortgage payments, you might wake up one day to realize that you never truly owned your home. Property taxes never stop. HOA fees keep rising. Eminent domain, your land can be seized by the government. And don't even get me started with new zoning laws, green regulations, and the slow creep of the government controlling your private property. Home ownership just isn't what it used to be. And if you think that you'll be one day free and clear, you're in for a rude awakening, because the system is rigged and it was made to make sure that you never truly owned your home. So let's talk about the myth of owning your home. Let's break down the biggest home ownership lie that you've ever been told, which is if you pay off your mortgage, your home is 100% yours. False. Because the minute you stop paying property taxes, the government can take it away. If your city wants to redevelop your area, they can force you out. If you don't comply with the new housing regulations, you could face thousands of dollars in fines. Even after you pay off your mortgage, you are still on the hook. Property taxes just means that you're renting it from the government. HOA fees means that a group of your neighbors can control what you can and cannot do. And new laws can tell you how and if you can still use your property. So, do you really own it, or you just leasing it from the powers above? Think that mortgage is your biggest expense? Think again, because the property taxes keep rising and some states have seen double-digit increases year over year. Insurance is skyrocketing, and places like Florida, for example, some homeowners are actually paying more in insurance than they pay for their mortgage. HOA fees are out of control, and zoning laws are constantly shifting, and cities are quietly making moves to limit single-family developments, and they're encouraging high-density rental units. And that's just the beginning, because now they're getting more creative with new ways to make money off your home. Ever heard of a 15-minute city? Sounds great, right? Walkable areas, easy access to everything, but let's take a closer look and you'll see the catch. You'll see more restrictions on property rights, more zoning laws that control what you can and cannot do with your own land, and more policies discouraging private ownership in favor of government-controlled housing. And that is just one example. Let's talk about eminent domain abuse. Do you know that the government can legally take your home even if you don't want to sell? All they need to do is an excuse like public interest or economic development, and on top of it, they don't even need to pay you fair market price. Bottom line is, your house isn't fully yours if someone else can take it away from you whenever they feel like it. So, what's next? Well, if this trend continues, here's what you're looking at next. You're looking at higher taxes that make home ownership a financial burden. You're looking at more regulations that make home ownership a bureaucratic nightmare. And you will see a slow shift towards you will own nothing and be happy housing mindset, while renting is the only option left. So, if you think that home ownership is some magical path to financial freedom, understand this, that they will tax it, they will regulate it, and they will control it, unless you learn how to play the game differently. How do you fight back and actually win? So, if you want to own your home free and clear, here are a few things that you gotta do. For one, look at the states with low or no property taxes, because not all the states are made the same. Some states are way better than the others. Own assets beyond the real estate, because if they decide to all of a sudden control home ownership, don't put all your money there. Diversify. Understand the legal loopholes, because homeowners have found legal workarounds that limit their tax liabilities. Learn them. And lastly, get ahead of the new housing trends, because if you wait till the last minute when the policies change, it'll be way too late. So comment below, how do you stay ahead of the curve? Share with us. Let's talk.